Hello and welcome to Woke Watch, where today we'll be looking at the way that woke ideology is bullying its way into mainstream society, just to appease a tiny minority of shrieking morons who are determined to be offended by fucking everything. And this can be seen by the use of one word in a TV advertisement currently airing in the UK. The advert is for a company called Always, and I have no idea if that brand is known outside of the UK. Always makes products for women, for ladies. They make sanitary pads. But 3 years ago, they changed their packaging, removing the female gender symbol. The reason for the change was pressure coming from non-binary groups. And as usual, it won't be the majority of non-binary people or the LGBTQIA+ community as a whole that are causing problems. It's the tiny screaming minority of woke bastards who give the rest of the group a bad name. So back in 2019, the argument put forth by enraged keyboard warriors, noble members of the Knights of QWERTY, was men have periods too. And if you believe that, well, sorry to piss on your chips, but no, they don't. Anyone born with XY chromosomes will never have a period, in the same way that anyone born with XX chromosomes will never produce semen. Yes, there are trans men, but these are women who've got gender dysphoria and have had their tits hacked off. And if that's you, I really wish you the best life you can lead. But the fact remains, trans men are biological women. It's remarkably simple. So, onto the advert itself that's currently airing, the one which has been afflicted by wokeness. For the most part, I think it's excellent because Always are dealing with the issue of period shaming. Because for many girls, young women, whatever, when they hit puberty, they often get teased or bullied, or they may feel ashamed or dirty, whereas of course they shouldn't, because it's the most natural thing in the world. Once a girl starts having periods, essentially her body is saying, should you wish to, and if you're of legal age, you can now commence sprog farming, and every month where you don't get tubbed will flush you out and start again. Once again, I need to stress I'm not a doctor. So far, so good. The advert is raising awareness, lessening a stigma, normalising something which is of course completely normal. But like I said, there's one word in the entire advert that sends it into woke overdrive, and it appears in this sentence. 61% of young people have felt ashamed for having a period. People. Now, there are slightly more women in the world than men, because women have longer life expectancies. In part this is down to men, myself included, doing really stupid shit. But with young people the split is almost exactly 50-50, so how the merry fuck are 61% of young people feeling ashamed at having a period? Of course, what's happened is the word people is being used in place of women or girls to avoid an onlash by deranged woke fucktards. So once again, Always is caving in to the woke agenda. And I would have hoped that a company that makes products used exclusively by female customers would know a bit about basic fucking anatomy. And I expect that when they say 61% of young people, of course they mean 61% of young women. But let's take that statistic at face value. So, if 61% of young people have felt ashamed for having a period, either 22% of young men have started bleeding from their genitals, in which case, lads, best get yourselves down the hospital, or the alternative is that boys and young men are no longer classified as people. That honestly wouldn't surprise me. With the way that wokeness is infecting society, I don't think it'll be too long until being a straight white man is actually a criminal offence. Not that it matters, because I'll just say I identify as a strong independent black woman, and anyone who disagrees with me, I'll call a bigot, then take to Twitter to get them cancelled. Totally unrelated. It just occurred to me that in the UK we have a type of chocolate bar called a Yorkie. I have no idea if it's sold abroad. But throughout the 80s and 90s, the tagline was, "It's not for girls." Can you imagine if that advert aired today? Within minutes the Nestle factory would be ablaze, and it would be surrounded by those really angry women with greasy hair and too many piercings, and men dressed as women, and men who think that they're women and scream about being oppressed. But no, it's 2022, and now, despite only half the population of the world having uteruses, apparently 61% of young people are ashamed of having their periods. As ever, thanks for watching. Advert is for a company called I can't believe I'm doing a video about sanitary pads. And I've got a badge about women's rights there. Fuck, I'm progressive. The change was pressure from non-binary groups. Fuck it. Related. In the UK, we have a chocolate bar called a Yorkie bar. I said bar twice, twat. Any longer life expectancies because, you know what, fuck it. Anyone else noticed that since it kicked off in Ukraine, the radical feminists have all shut the fuck up? Because they're evacuating women and children. Where's the equality now? I bet there are some of them who are acting like 1950s housewives, wearing gingham dresses saying, honey, I'll cook dinner, you go and fight the Red Army. 18% of Ukrainian armed forces are women, and they are hard as fucking nails. That still means that 82% are men. Far so good. The advert is... No, I saw it when I was eating me dinner. Thanks always. Affects society. It won't be long until being a straight white man is a criminal offence. No, forgot next bit. Kids playing down the other side of the hill. Noisy little fuckers. Okay, oh fuck. Go on. That's it. And I look like some tart on a campsite. Up ahead, there's some of those small irritating things you see in the countryside. Children.